Hi everyone, my name is J.E. for Jordan and Hardest and you're watching me. Welcome to my channel and let's get into this. So 2 weeks ago I released a video called Designing the Ending of Glee. I'm not quite sure if it was 2 weeks ago. I don't even know when I'm gonna be posting this video actually, but let's pretend it was 2 weeks ago. So I released that video. So if you want to check that out and watch it in your free time, you can go here and check it. And this time I'm gonna be talking about Netflix new show called Fate, the Winx Saga. So I'm gonna be explaining what's different about this video that is gonna be to the rest of the series. This show didn't actually have a proper ending because, you know, if Netflix hired me, what would I do? This is the video, you know? And I'm actually gonna be reviewing some stuff that I found unnecessary, at least to me personally. First of all, this might contain spoilers. Second of all, I do not know anything, so if I forgot about mentioning something, I'm so sorry. This is not hate to the writers of the show, the directors of the show, any of the actors. The actors especially, I found all of them really good people. I saw the interviews and they were like fine, so this is not hate to any of these people. This is what I would have done if Netflix hired me to, you know, produce the show and write the show. Fate the Winx Saga is Netflix's new show with over 6 episodes that were based on the 2004 cartoon called Winx Club, created by Eugenio Straffi. Eugenio Straffi got inspired of the popular style of the early 2000s. Lots of magazines show up with the popular clothing of that decade, of what Eugenio defined them as the woman of today. The characters were designed based on the celebrities of the 2000s. For example, Bloom was based on Britney Spears, Aisha was based on Beyonce, Musa on Lucy Liu, Estella on Cameron Diaz, Flora on Jennifer Lopez, and Tecna was based on Pink. When Netflix announced the official cast that will play these childhood characters in the new live action of the Winx, led the fans with very strong opinions. They even accused the show of whitewashing characters like Musa and Flora, which were supposed to be played by the nation in a town Latina, and the fact that they didn't include Tecna. And you know, when it comes to the whitewashing backlash, I'm not quite sure why they decided to do that in the first place. Like, first of all, it's not the fault of the actors, like I know that. It's so hard to be booked in a TV show, movie, whatever. They're just, you know, working. I understand they did a great job. I thought that the whole point of the show was to show that the representation matter and we all can be fairies. So you may ask, why did I watch the show in the first place? So I found out there were some people that actually enjoyed the show and I was so curious to know why. So they were saying that the show were trying to be its own thing, and I actually agree with that. That's actually the truth. I found out about that like probably the first 10 minutes of the first episode. The target right now is not kids anymore, it's probably teenagers and young adults and adults, probably. So the transformation sequence. So one of the main reasons why everyone watched the original show in the first place is because of the transformation sequence. Everyone loved to sing those songs, including me. They even sold Winx dolls that helped the show having more seasons. The show was a way of advertising these dolls due to the fact that every new transformation made the kids wanted to have a new one. While they were transforming into a full fairy with beautiful wings and all the stuff. That was so awesome. And as a little kid, I still remember all those songs. Enchantix is the best one. The concept is great. It's even better in this version. You know, like, they don't know how to use the wings. If you're planning to show that transformation sequence until the end of the show, at least do the best CGI moment, because the show actually has good CGI moments. It's not like it's bad. I mean, at the end, Bloom's wings looks great. Like, you know, the fire, that concept looks great. I would also recommend you watching YouTuber Shalita Moy's 2 videos on the matter, especially the one where she draws the Winx transformation outfits, because she has so many good ideas and it actually looks pretty cool. So yeah. Musa is a complex character in this new adaptation, and if you try to compare her character to the rest of the characters, she's actually kinda irrelevant. Not as much as Aisha, because Aisha is holding the crown, you know? And now she can read people's emotions, which is not a bad idea. It's actually a pretty good concept, but it's not that well thought out, because it leaves to our imagination to keep wondering what it's like to, you know, read people's emotions, and at the end of the day, it's an invisible power. And think about it, later seasons we will get to see if Terra improved powers, getting more stronger, Aisha the same, What will Musa do? So the last thing I'm gonna be saying about Musa is that at the end of the show, she tells Terra that her mother passed away.
My mum died, and I was with her, and I felt that's why I can't talk about my family. Please don't make me feel it.
It's actually a part of the show that you actually get to know more about Musa. I personally don't get it too much. Allow me to explain myself. I've seen so many people saying that this might be the reason why she treated everyone the way she did, and why she didn't want to talk with Terra in the first episode. But even if it is true, in the same episode 15 minutes later she talked with Aisha like nothing. She then acts like nothing the entire show until the big reveal at the end. So, I would have given her PTSD symptoms, which means post-traumatic stress disorder, which also means re-experiencing. One of the most common PTSD symptoms are flashbacks. A little images of the traumatic event while she's thinking could help to make the viewer aware of Musa's backstory, but they didn't do it. Another symptom could be nightmares. Making her wake up out of actually nowhere while everyone is sleeping are also a perfect way to portray this, especially since we know that Musa felt the death and could also feel it again, but they missed this important factor. The only symptoms that were actually portrayed on screen are repetitive images of the traumatic event, kinda, and the physical sensation, like feeling sick, which are related to Musa's new powers anyways, but the only time we have besides when she felt the hurt of Terra's brother is this moment. The way to fix it is by letting her more screen time. I mean, I found the reveal very disappointing. It came out of actually nowhere, and I don't even understand. I mean, it's just sad news. I mean, I'm hoping that we can see more about Musa in later seasons. One of the things I thought about her powers getting improved, she can talk to ghosts, she can say whatever the ghost was saying in her body. So that's a cool addition. I think Beyond Two Souls did that. Let me tell you something, Terra, out of all of them, is my favorite character. But I hate the reason why she's my favorite character. Because the way everyone treated her so badly made me feel so bad. I even got to the point of getting tired of people making fun of fat people in movies. Even in Pitch Perfect, Fat Amy might be confident, but we often make fun of her because she's blood side. I mean, her nickname, it's Fat Amy. I think Euphoria is the closest example of what I'm trying to explain here, even though Katya experienced the body shaming before getting confident. If you wanted to portray a body positive storyline, why don't you just make a story unrelated to her weight? There's a lot that you can do. Give her hobbies. I think Terra would love the magic behind the act of painting beautiful bodies, flowers, the color of nature, and the story that comes with it. I mean, just give her something. In this topic, I'm gonna be talking about Stella's mother. Before that, can we talk about the adults in general?
Y'all are going to jail! Period!
Like the fact that I don't even like any single one of them. None of them made sense to me. So many lies. Why do you have to lie that much? Especially the headmaster, because Bloom has been asking for answers since day one. It's gonna be a mess. Season 2. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it's gonna be a mess. Have you seen the season finale? They're gonna be fucked up. So the thing that I have an issue with is not necessarily the storyline about Stella's mother. That's actually pretty amazing and perfection. It's just about the clothing and the styling. I don't know anything about styling people. I play The Sims, but I know when something is a no. The way they dress, not only her but Stella and any of the members. When you talk about a queen, you expect royalty, you expect a powerful woman with a dress like no one. For example, in the show The Crown, there are dresses that express how wealthy you are just by looking at it. Nowadays they don't dress like that anymore until there's a wedding, but you get my point. Sometimes dresses can speak for you and define you as a person. I do not care for the extra if it manages to make me receive the message that you are an evil queen. So yeah, I hope they have this heaven place in the skies and the castle is there in heaven. Missed opportunity. If I do that, I will show the fantasy paradise. That's all I'm gonna say about her.
Listen, when it comes to the love triangle stories, I'll be honest with ya, I don't hate them. I've seen a lot. Mean Girls is one of my favorite movies of all time, and their entire plot it's just about the love triangle story, which fits the movie so well.
Alright, since we all know that not necessarily hate the love triangle storylines whatsoever, allow me to explain the reason why I hate this one. Today I brought my beautiful friend Jordan, and I'm gonna be asking him if he does find the same issue as I.
Jordan?
Do you like Blue and Sky together? For real? For real. Absolutely not. They're horrible. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I don't like you can go now. yeah, you can actually go. Yeah, the door is right there. Bye. Bye. It's a good day, isn't it? So, you know, at the end of the day, I just don't like Blue and Sky together. I just don't like that couple at all. Even Default, I didn't like them as a cartoon either. And the live action love triangle thing with Stella made it worse. Like, there was a time.
Oh, Lord.
When they all were trying to help Stella to get the ring back. She ran away and she was like, I was scared. They were trying to save your ass. You're friends with the people that you actually blame for everything when it was your fault. It's so sad actually to being the only black girl in the group and not having any storylines. Like, why? They are Bloom storylines. We know everything about all the people's family, but not hers. We need to know why she tries to help people that badly. We need to know more about Aisha, period. Even though we don't have enough plots, I wrote 5 Aisha plots that might have worked. I hope in season 2 we get to see those.
Number 1. Training with a specialist.
Yeah, why not?
Number 2. Finding a way to fix her powers.
We need to see that because we had a time when we can't, it disappeared. Okay, second.
Number 3. A story about her parents. Where are they?
We know everything about other people's parents, even though we didn't see it. For example, Musa.
Number 4. Inspirations in life. And why?
We don't know anything about her, other than she likes to swim.
And number 5. Her past.
That's it. Season 2. You know what to do. If you're living in a fairy world, I'm hoping to see a fantasy world. You know, I find it okay if you want to show that. But in a fairy world, what is the fantasy? What's the magic? At least you have that. Why are you wasting your time watching Instagram's story? Why?
For example, there's a movie called Wild Child that was actually filmed in an actual institution in the UK. Anyways, the whole point here is how the protagonist finds a way of redeeming herself. The first thing that she noticed in this new place is that there's no Wi-Fi. The only one that I can imagine using phones is Bloom, but it slowly transforms into an average story about a girl looking at other people's Instagram stories. And look, I'm aware that a lot of people nowadays have phones, and it got to the point that it's our only way of entertaining, communication, the way of living, but those are stories that I'll buy if I was watching shows about regular teenagers or shows about a big apocalypse, not in shows where the whole premise is to make you feel like a fairy in a special paradise out of this sick world. Anyways.
It is possible, and you can bring a little part of the storyline to someone that was lost, someone that was so smart for the group to begin with. So the next topic is Tecna. It was actually no excuse to not include Tecna in this new adaptation. For a second I thought Beatrix's new character was Tecna and she was replaced with a new name, like Terra. The story I told you earlier about Bloom not having Wi-Fi, that could be great for Tecna. Tecna can bring her Wi-Fi, can fix that, and she will be able to talk to the parents.
So we finally got into the final part of this video. I was thinking about styling the characters, but then I've noticed that almost everyone has done some of these videos and some others recast the characters, so I was thinking about styling another thing. And then I thought about this movie called Monsters Inc., where the characters were able to go through magic doors and can be in different places. So the idea came to me. Why can't they have magic closet where they can go wherever they want to go? So if you want to lay, drink some coffee while listening to Claire de Lune, you are free to do it. So let's start. Bloom is the fairy of the fire. I can picture her going near a volcano, where she meet a dragon, her best friend. The color of the lava around him and her hair makes it all pleasing to the eyes, while continue to keep this strong and powerful side once they're flying together. In the other hand, we see Aisha, the fairy of the water. Not only the oceans to swim, but the water will fill a room where she can dance under it, and still being able to breathe, almost like a mermaid. This is also a way she has to find her peace. Stella, the fairy of the lights, could also find a place to relax. A resemble of her castle could be a perfect example, and the beauty of the heavenly paradise are full of angels. The clouds and the lights covering her with a dress made of gold. Flora or Terra, the fairy of the nature, not only she has a barren surrounded by flowers, but she created an entire world full of nature, birds singing while she's taking care of the flowers, holding a pink umbrella wherever she goes. Musa, the fairy of the music, will spend her free time listening to music, and then she will create a rolling skate disco bar where she can play it and sing her favorite songs. And at the end, Tecna, the fairy of the technology, will have an obsession of the futuristic improvements. Her room will have games created by her, and she'll be trying to clone herself, just in case.
Okay, so that's all the video. I hope you liked it. You can tell me in the comments if you agree or not, and what you would be changing if you have the chance to. I'm gonna be watching season 2, you know, like I'm that interested. Those were the things that I would change. If you like this content and if you want to see more, you can subscribe to my channel, and while you're here, you can follow me on my social medias. I have 2 Instagrams that are gonna be showing right now at this moment. So yeah, I do my singing covers there and my photos there. I have also a Twitter. I don't do much there, but if you want to follow me there, follow me there. And I have a TikTok. I do also singing covers, and sometimes I decided to drop things, but I don't know. Follow me there. And yeah, that's all of the thing. The only thing I'm gonna tell you is that if you want to go outside, you go outside. Please go outside with a mask. Be safe at homes, be safe, treat everyone with kindness, and yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and we hope we see you in another one. Bye.